Skull friends, welcome to Get Hype. Remember years ago when we said we would never pre-order games again because we got burnt by so many bad releases? Well, guess what? I'm gonna do the counterproductive thing and get you hyped about something that I'm hyped about. Today, I'm covering Starbase, a highly anticipated MMO from Frozen Byte. Highly anticipated by me. Unfortunately, I have never been able to get into any of their alphas or closed betas. I tried so hard for like 2 years to get into this damn thing, but I never could. So I'm just living vicariously through all the YouTube videos that I watch. Below are going to be several clips from their official YouTube feed. So I just wanted to let you guys know this. This is not my videos. So Starbase is a space MMO shipbuilding FPS with some of the most interesting mechanics and astounding concepts I've ever seen in a game. You play as a robot in space, working towards owning your own ship or even building your own ship, and taking place in small or even large-scale battles. Some of those battles include on the ground or in the air, or in, well, 0G, which I'll get to later. The building mechanic is extremely unique, and I would honestly put it on the same stage or even higher than games like Space Engineers or Imperium. You can control every aspect of your ship, down to really monitoring structural stability within the crafting menu and programming chips to run systems. When I say programming chips, you guys are going to say, oh man, well, Space Engineers and Imperium have programmable blocks, and so do a lot of other games that allow you to build things. Well, no. They have something called YOLOL, or YOLOL code, which allows you to program, specifically program like coding, chipsets, and be able to implement that logic into your systems. Now you can have this fully programmed chip monitor data systems or electrical systems, and you can have a very customized ship, and you can have it tailored to whatever you want to do. It's really complex, but so unique, and it gives the player a mile of customization in comparison to mere feet from other games. Shipbuilding is one of my favorite mechanics in this game because it allows the character to go so deep in customization, allowing you to cut and remove parts on the fly and then weld them to different areas of your ship. You can also move data networks and components as well as electrical systems on the fly. So in battle, your friend can switch over to an aux engine on the fly. That way, if your primary gave out, you have something to back you up. This gives a new meaning to being an engineer on the ship, aside from patching actual holes and moving around parts just to have a more efficient ship. The world or system that they created is different. It's expansive. It's fucking huge. And it has a safe zone around it, but outside the safe zone is a full PvP zone. They have hubs that they've created, like things on the ground or things up in the air, but everything else is up to the player to create. So you guys can create massive stations or just other hubs for people to join at. And these are all custom built to allow players to basically fashion anything they want. You can have your own custom station out in deep space, which can cater to your needs or your friends' needs or your org's needs. And in between all of this, a shitload of mineable rocks, other ships, and anything else you can really think of. They've really populated it, and they want the players to also populate. The FPS mechanics look really smooth and polished, and I'm surprised they spent a lot of time working on that and the shipbuilding, considering shipbuilding is their apex. You can fight in 0G or artificial gravity, and by that I mean you have mag boots, which you can latch onto other surfaces. And by other surfaces, I mean literally other people's ships. So if you wanted to, you can board other ships by sticking to them, cutting through and enter. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's literally one of my favorite subjects, is being able to board a ship. And that's part of their FPS mechanic, is if you needed to, you can rip open a part of it and enter it, killing the people inside and taking the ship. Or just scrapping it, who knows. You're allowed to do that though. You can cut open the ship, you can take components, swap them around to yours, and you can just kill everyone inside and just leave it there. The game sports a lot of game loops that aren't just artificial. You have your mining, obviously, to make money. You have factory working on other stations to get your own ships. You have PvP. You have PvE. There's a lot of things to do that isn't just throwing you out into the world and telling you, go have your own fun. You can also build your own ships and then sell them to other players, which is a thing that they're working towards in the roadmap. And I'm really excited to see a lot of the designs that players come up with. All damage is unique to objects. So you can just put holes into ships and you'll see exactly where those holes land. It's not just going to be destroy a square or a cube or some sort of block. It's going to put holes in things. So you can turn other ships into fucking Swiss cheese or your own work of art. I could go on for hours about this fucking game, and I'm just so hyped. Even though I haven't gotten in, I'm on their Discord and I look at every new piece of media they come out with, and I'm so fucking hyped for this game. And it comes out June 17th. That's when their early release is. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh man, I'm never going to buy into an early access because it's a total fucking scam. Well, it's not. Frozen Byte has been very, very transparent with their stuff. Everything they come out with, they try to show you everything they're working on, every little piece in detail. Instead of leaving you out in the darkness and hoping you're just going to still stay hype in the back, the roadmap that they come out with is honest and achievable rather than some big, amazing, elaborate scheme that you think is never going to come out. And I know there's also a lot of people who feel jaded from this game because I remember early access was supposed to be in 2019, but unfortunately it never came out. And they ended up delaying the game quite a bit. I think it was about 3 times. But when they delay the game, for actual good reasons, like trying to make sure that the game is polished and proper, I can understand it. It's not the whole Cyberpunk delay where they never even had the game in the first place and then they just threw it out there and said, here you go. This is my most anticipated game of the year. I am so hype and so excited for this game, and I look forward on June 17th to seeing some of you guys. Anyways, guys, I'm Solar Polar Bear. I'll see you then.